What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and if you're new here, we're all about helping you travel smarter and save big. Let's be real, the biggest barrier to traveling more is usually the cost, especially flights. But what if you could crack the code on finding the cheapest starting point for your adventures? It all starts with picking the right airport. Today, I'll break down the top 5 US airports for scoring unbelievably cheap flights. Some of these will surprise you. By the end, you'll know exactly how to plan your next trip for less and keep more cash for the fun stuff. Stick around, let's dive in. Kicking things off at number 5, Los Angeles International Airport, better known as LAX. This sprawling airport isn't just a gateway to the City of Angels, it's a launchpad for travelers looking to score some of the best flight deals in the country. LAX is famous for its size, its energy, and yes, its chaos. But for savvy travelers, that chaos can be a goldmine. Sure, LAX can be overwhelming, with crowds of people hustling through terminals and lines that seem to stretch forever. But that very hustle and bustle means there's always something happening, and always a chance to find a bargain if you know where to look. With a massive volume of flights departing and arriving every day, LAX is a battleground for airlines. Both legacy carriers and budget airlines compete fiercely for passengers, and that competition is great news for your wallet. The sheer number of flights means prices are constantly being pushed down, especially on popular routes. Spirit, Frontier, Southwest, and a host of other budget airlines all want your business. They're constantly rolling out deals, flash sales, and special offers, especially on high-traffic routes up and down the West Coast. Even the big-name airlines have to keep up, so you'll often see competitive fares across the board. The result? Cheap domestic flights to cities like San Francisco, Seattle, Las Vegas, and beyond. Whether you're planning a quick weekend getaway or a cross-country adventure, LAX's flight options make it easy to find a deal. And if you're flexible with your travel dates or times, you can save even more. But LAX isn't just about domestic travel. It's one of the biggest international gateways in the United States, especially for flights to Asia and the South Pacific. Airlines are eager to fill their massive planes every day, which means they're often willing to drop prices to make sure every seat is taken. That means you can often find round-trip flights to Tokyo, Seoul, or Sydney for hundreds of dollars less than you'd pay flying out of other cities. These deals aren't just rare finds, they pop up regularly, especially if you're willing to be a little flexible with your travel plans. The same goes for flights to Mexico and Latin America. Airlines like Volaris and Aeromexico keep prices low and offer frequent service south of the border. Whether you're heading to Mexico City, Cancun, or further into Central or South America, LAX is a fantastic jumping-off point. The key to unlocking the best deals? Use flight search engines, and always check the nearby airports option. Sometimes, flying out of LAX instead of a smaller airport nearby can save you a significant amount of money. And with so many airlines and routes, you'll have plenty of options to compare. Flexibility is your best friend at LAX. Last-minute deals often pop up as airlines scramble to fill empty seats, especially on less popular flights or during off-peak hours. If you can travel on short notice, you might just snag an incredible bargain. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Traffic around LAX can be brutal, and security lines can test your patience. But for many travelers, the savings are more than worth the hassle. The best strategy? Arrive early, plan ahead, and let the airport's size and variety of flights work in your favor. A little preparation goes a long way toward making your LAX experience smoother and more rewarding. In short, LAX's enormous flight volume, fierce airline competition, and global reach make it a true goldmine for cheap flights. Whether you're flying across the country or around the world, this airport gives you more choices and more chances to save than almost anywhere else. So if you can handle the hustle and don't mind a little chaos, LAX is your ticket to big savings and endless travel possibilities. Your wallet and your sense of adventure will thank you. Number 4 on our list is Chicago O'Hare, known by its airport code ORD, the true crossroads of America, and one of the busiest airports in the world. If you've ever flown across the country, there's a good chance you've passed through here, even if just for a layover. Its prime location in the heart of the Midwest makes it a natural connecting point for flights crisscrossing the nation. Whether you're heading to the East Coast, West Coast, or anywhere in between, O'Hare is perfectly positioned to get you there efficiently. United and American Airlines both call O'Hare a major home, operating huge hubs here. This means you'll find a dizzying number of daily departures, constant competition between the two giants, and a steady stream of deals as they battle for your business. Thanks to the hub-and-spoke system, even flights that don't start or end in Chicago often pass through O'Hare, keeping fares low and options plentiful. You can often snag a bargain even if you're just connecting. The scale here is truly massive. Every evening you'll see hundreds of flights departing for Europe and beyond. Airlines compete fiercely to fill all those seats, which means more choices and better prices for travelers. That competition translates into fantastic deals to major cities like London, Paris, Frankfurt, and many more. If you're looking for an affordable transatlantic flight, O'Hare is one of your best bets. International carriers such as Lufthansa and British Airways add even more options, joining the price wars and giving you a wider range of airlines and flight times to choose from. And it's not just the big names. Budget airlines like Spirit and Frontier are rapidly expanding their presence at O'Hare. Their low-cost fares put even more downward pressure on prices, especially for domestic routes. For domestic travelers, O'Hare is a dream. With so many flights departing every hour, you're rarely more than a few hours away from almost any city in the U.S. It's perfect for spontaneous weekend getaways or last-minute business trips. Here's a pro tip. Don't forget to check prices from Chicago Midway as well. Southwest Airlines dominates there, and their competitive fares help keep prices low across the entire Chicago area. Of course, Chicago winters can bring snow and ice, so occasional delays are part of the deal. But for most of the year, O'Hare is impressively efficient, with modern terminals and quick connections. Bottom line, O'Hare's unbeatable location, huge airline presence, and fierce competition make it a top spot for affordable flights, whether you're traveling across the country or around the world. If you're looking for value and options, ORD should be at the top of your list. Number 3. Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, FLL. FLL is the budget traveler's secret weapon, especially for warm weather escapes. It's dominated by low-cost carriers. Spirit, JetBlue, Southwest, and Allegiant all have major operations here. That means rock-bottom fares, with one-way flights across the East Coast sometimes as low as $20. Frequent sales and promotions make FLL a paradise for flexible travelers. FLL shines as a gateway to the Caribbean and Latin America. Short, cheap flights to the Bahamas, Jamaica, Colombia, and more. These routes use efficient planes, allowing for high frequency and low prices. Competing with nearby Miami International keeps fares in check for both airports. FLL is smaller and easier to navigate than Miami, making for a less stressful experience. It's the perfect airport for direct, no-layover trips, ideal for spontaneous getaways. Just remember, budget airlines charge for extras, so pack light and skip the add-ons to keep your fare low. FLL's focus on low-cost carriers and its strategic location make it a goldmine for sunseekers and deal hunters. Number 2. Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, better known as DFW. This airport isn't just big, it's absolutely massive, ranking as the second-largest airport in the United States by land area, and one of the busiest in the world. DFW is so large, it actually has its own zip code, and even its own police and fire departments. The sheer size of the airport means you'll find a huge variety of flights, airlines, and destinations, which translates to serious competition and some of the best prices in the country. It's the crown jewel of American Airlines, serving as their largest hub. With thousands of daily departures and arrivals, there's almost always a seat available, whether you're booking last minute or planning months ahead. The airport's scale means you can often find deals that are hard to beat. While American Airlines dominates here, DFW is also a battleground for other major carriers like Delta and United, plus a growing presence from ultra-low-cost airlines such as Spirit and Frontier. This mix creates a dynamic hub-and-spoke system, but it also means airlines are constantly competing for your business. On the most popular routes, budget airlines force even the big, legacy carriers to drop their prices, so travelers benefit from lower fares and more choices. You can often score a great deal, whether you're flying across the state or across the country. One of DFW's biggest advantages is its central location in the heart of Texas. From here, you can reach nearly every major U.S. city in 4 hours or less by air. That makes it perfect for direct, non-stop travel, whether you're heading to the East Coast West Coast, or anywhere in between. DFW isn't just about domestic travel either. It's a major international gateway, offering competitive fares to destinations in Europe, Mexico, South America, and beyond. With so many airlines and routes, it's a great place to hunt for international flight deals. And let's not forget Dallas Love Field, just a short drive away. As the home base for Southwest Airlines, Love Field adds even more competition, especially on domestic routes, giving travelers in the Dallas area even more options and helping to keep prices low. Navigating DFW can be a journey in itself, but the airport is modern, efficient, and well-equipped. The Skylink train zips passengers between terminals in just a few minutes, making connections easier and helping you get where you need to go, even when the airport is busy. Sure, you might have to walk a bit more than at smaller airports, but the payoff is huge. Access to a vast network of affordable flights, both domestic and international, all from one central location. With its massive scale, fierce airline competition, and unbeatable central location, DFW stands out as a true powerhouse for travelers looking for affordable, convenient flights to just about anywhere. And, at number 1, Orlando International Airport, MCO. Orlando is the ultimate vacation destination, and that drives intense year-round demand for cheap flights. Every airline, legacy and budget, wants a piece of the action, making MCO a battleground for low fares. Southwest, JetBlue, Spirit, and Frontier all have major operations here, leading to constant fare sales. From almost any city in the eastern U.S., you'll find multiple airlines competing for your business to Orlando. Here's the secret. It's not just cheap to fly to Orlando, it's cheap to fly out too. Airlines need to fill planes for the return trip, so outbound fares are often just as low. That means Orlando residents and savvy travelers can score deals to the US, Caribbean, and even Europe. MCO is a major base for Southwest, whose bags fly free policy is a huge plus for families. The airport is modern, easy to navigate, and built for vacationers. Bottom line, MCO's competition, tourist-driven demand, and cheap outbound flights make it the best airport for budget travel. There you have it, the top 5 U.S. airports for scoring amazing flight deals. The secret is always competition, so choose your departure airport wisely and save big. What's your home airport, and what's the best deal you've found? Drop a comment below and help build our community's master list of budget-friendly airports. Your tip could unlock someone else's dream trip. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more travel hacks. It's free and helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.